Hello, in today's presentation, we're going to be going over numbers and strategy as well as tracking metrics to make sure that you are on track to hit your lead generation goals this year. Okay, so just an introduction. I know in the past I've done a lot of talk about energetics, and I think that is a really important part of lead generation. And I also think it's really important to talk about data as well, because if you have one but not the other, normally you'll find some progress, but this actually really works combining the two. And so that's what we're going to be focused on today. Tracking numbers, strategy, tracking metrics, and just following a plan to ensure that you execute it properly. So I'm going to do a case study here. This is actually based on a real presentation that I gave someone this morning for a proposal to work with them. And I thought it was really great how I was able to do the research, back up all my numbers, and just show them what it's like. And so I wanted to share that with all of you in case this is a step that you are missing in your business. So when I met with this potential client, they let me know that their goal is to book 50 calls per week using cold email marketing. And they don't actually know their metrics yet. So their average open rate, their average conversion percentage, they don't have enough data in order to give me these. So what I did is I actually researched industry standards, which I will share with you on the next slide of what those are. And that's what I used for analysis as well as forecasting. So in my analysis, I saw that about 8.5% of cold emails actually get a response. So I was really happy to see that data so that way I could share that with my clients. And of course, I'm hoping that they get more than an 8.5% response rate, but that's just something I'm able to use in the meantime until we know their data. It was hard to find a number for how many of these responses actually converted to a call, but I was able to pull a 20% data just based off of people that I saw commenting on social media as well as online forums. So I just made that assumption that, okay, about 20% of people that respond will end up on a call. And then I didn't put this in the presentation, but from here, I wanted to also see how many clients they could get from this. So I did a 20% call conversion rate. And so this is kind of how it breaks down. So if I were to send 1,000 emails, I could expect about 85 responses. And then from those 85 responses, 17 of those can convert to calls. And then the closing rate up to the sales team, so that's not in my bucket. If they closed at 20%, that would be 3 clients. So it's really easy to predict once you know this data that, okay, 1,000 emails equals 3 clients. So if you want, 12 clients per week, you would need to send 4,000 emails because each 1,000 would produce 3 clients. So if you times that by 4, that's 12 clients. So I really like this because it makes things predictable in your business versus kind of going back and forth of, okay, I want 10 clients, but what do I need to do to get there? This kind of data will show you exactly what you need to do to get there. And so I find it very predictable, very reliable. And this is how businesses really grow because if you want more, you just have to scale this first number. And that if things drop off and you can only do half of these, then you could only, maybe get half the clients. Now with these other numbers can change too. So if you're able to get a better response out of cold emails, this final number can go up. And so then you would be able to plug in that into your equation. And if you could get a better conversion rate from the response on the calls, this number would go up. And if your sales team is converting at a higher percentage, this number will go up. So again, the importance of tracking data, and then exactly where your company might be stuck at. So if you know that call conversions are the issue, then you can address and hire someone to help your sales team convert better. If you know that response is the issue, maybe you hire a copywriter to help you improve your emails so you could get a better response. And so it gives you full control of what's happening. And then you're able to make adjustments as needed versus thinking that maybe it's a sales problem, but really it's the email problem. This gives you every single data point along the way. So super happy to share this with you. And I hope that this helps as you are evaluating what you want to do in your marketing. Not just cold email, but I actually tell my clients to utilize this in terms of how many DMs to send a day, how many posts to do, how many videos to do, everything like that, how many people they need on their webinar in order to have a successful launch. Numbers are so important. So I would definitely encourage that in the lead generation process. And this is something that I work really closely with my clients in order to develop. Now, going down into here, into planning. So with this, what I did is it'd break down to about 430 emails per day, and they have 2 servers. So of course I could split that in half, have half and half, 215 and 215 per email. And this is really great too, because if we want to scale this campaign in the future, we could add in more domains and then be able to get more of a response without overwhelming one email address, as emails right now, the regulations are changing, and so you need to make sure that you're staying compliant. So I always say start with a lower volume and gradually increase. So I'm not going to show you the spreadsheet that I made them, but I did make a spreadsheet where we started with 100 emails per server and just worked our way up to that 215 per email per server. And that gets you to 430 emails a day, which should get that 50 appointments booked per week. And then in this, just tracking your stats, like I said, and that would make sending 3,000 emails per week doable. So that ramp up period to get there is very doable after warming the email addresses, making sure that things are converting and just growing it like that. And like I said, this will help get to the 50 appointments per week that the client was requesting in his meeting with me. Okay, and then commitment. So 450 appointments per week, 12,000 emails per month. Knowing that just gives you so much control over everything, and it gives you control over your conversion, as well as how to scale this. And then tracking provides insights, like I said, to scale efficiently and ensures that you are able to consistently fulfill this commitment. So before committing to a contract, just 100% knowing what I'm getting into as a person doing this campaign. And then this is for your business. You know exactly what you need to do if you are outsourcing this, what you can expect from your contractors, what the guidelines are there, and everything like that. So let me know if this has helped you guys. I hope that it did. This is more the data analytics side of lead generation. And if you want to see more videos like this, please let me know, because I'm very passionate about numbers, very passionate about making it so that there's a plan to hit your goal. And of course, there's adjustments sometimes that need to be made. We can see which areas are lagging. But I think this is a really controlled way of looking at the whole picture of what's going on in your business. And so I'm passionate about doing these and just making sure that I can provide a transformation for the client before I commit to them, and just really making sure that the goals are realistic as well as the campaign. So thanks so much for watching. If you want to see more lead generation content, I will be posting videos each day now, and super excited to just give some really great free value to all of you. So please subscribe if you want to follow along on that journey, and like this video if you did get some value from it, and let me know in the comments what else you'd like to see around data analytics and lead gen. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.